So Sahil, yes, Shini was talking about this whole trade deal. He was talking about how Gujarat Titans made a profit out of it, and they saw an opportunity in this whole deal because they knew that Hardik Pandya would someday or the other would like to go back to Mumbai Indians. But take us through the whole deal, how this happened, and how was the money involved and everything around it.
So see, this didn't happen overnight. This didn't happen one day before the retention deadline was nearing. This didn't happen, just when Hardik joined GT. It was a work in progress. Dialogue was always there, as Srini said. Chatter was always around this, that this was something which will happen. But right now, I think financially and commercially, if you would look at it, had GT not done this deal now, and next year if Hardik had decided to go back into the auction pool, GT wouldn't have made the negotiated increase money which they did now, because there's a negotiated increase, the value of which is not known at this stage. So that is over and above the 15 crore league fee, which will be deducted from the purse of Mumbai Indians and added to the purse of Gujarat Titans. So there is a negotiated increase fees as per the IPL player regulations and auction regulations. It's the IPL rule book which has been in play ever since the league got underway. It has been modified from time to time, but the current rules state that 15 crore is the amount which will be deducted from MI purse, which has been done now. It will be added to GT's purse. There's a negotiated increase on top of that. So for
Yeah.
example, if that deal is around 20 crores, say 30 crores. 30 crores is the figure that both GT and MI have logged for Hardik. So the increase, the negotiated increase, which is another 15 crores on top of the 15 crore league value, 50% of that, maximum of 50% of that can be shared with the player in question, which is Hardik Pandya, and the remainder will be kept with Gujarat Titans. So, say for
Okay.
example, Gujarat Titans decide that we'll give just 30% to Hardik of the negotiated increase. So so the remainder 70% is a profit for Gujarat Titans. It will not
Hmm.
reflect in their purse. It will not beef up their spending power in the auction, but just make it a more financially viable deal for them. So that is what happened when it comes to the financial and the commercial side of it. Now, if
Okay.
you look at the Cameron Green deal, so Green deal,
Hmm.
I've been like trying to wrap my head around it. It was a very simple deal or a simple thing to be executed when it comes to Mumbai Indians. They could have easily let go of him, but considering how Green stocks, which were last year, his stocks were shooting when he was picked at the IPL mini auction last year because he did
Yeah.
so well in the series against India, in the no Test series or after that. I think in the limited over series against India, he did really well at top of the order for Australia.
Sure.
And wherever he was going, he was setting the stage on fire. He was young, something who kind of did fit MI's bill at that point in time. But 1 year later, now his form has been on and off, and the
Yeah.
teams go into this mini auction where a lot is governed about around the demand and supply and what the needs and the wants are. It's not a mega auction where you can afford to splurge. So had Green gone back into the auction, I'll put it right out there, 17.50 crore usko nahi milne wala tha. So am I ensured कि उसका पे कट ना हो? They went to RCB. RCB had 40 crores by the time the deadline of retention and release was over. They could afford Cameron Green. They were interested in Cameron Green. The deal went through, and at the end of the day, 27 November, 6:30, we are sitting and chatting, and it's a happy camp. Everyone is happy. सबको पैसा मिल गया, सब हो गया. और जो Twitter पे क्रिप कर रहे हैं, it's a money deal. Everyone is thinking about the money. Face it, boss. That is what the IPL is for. अगर नहीं
Yeah.
होता तो सही वाली ट्रॉफी से आप लोग लड़के उठा लेते, वहां पे 4 स्पॉन्सर, 4 लीडर, चीयर लीडर्स बिठा के आप मॉल बना लेते. बट दैट इज नॉट, IPL is IPL. The model of IPL is around money. It's about making money. It's about securing the future of the players, and that is what has been happening. Hardik
Hmm.
Pandya's journey from 10 lakh to 15 crores is kind of echoing the fact that it's a business model.
Yeah.
It is cricket. It is feeder for the Indian cricket team, but it's more on the business model lines. And these transactions which we are talking about, those were pure and sole business deals. There were no emotions attached there. Those were
Yeah.
business deals. Hardik wanted to get back to MI said, okay, we'll pay money for you. GT ko paisa mil gaya. GT is happy. Shuman Gill is happy. Everyone is happy. So I think there should be no cribbing on that front. It was very well executed, by both GT and MI. GT full credit, no. पैसा बनाया,
Hmm.
एग्जिट किया, तो अगले साल हार्दिक वैसे ही जा रहा था. तो 15-16 करोड़ जो आया, तो किसको बुरा लग रहा है?
बिल्कुल। और मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ पर बहुत सारे लोगों के सवाल थे कि व्हाट इज नेगोशिएटेड इंक्रीज, व्हाट आर बीसीसीआई प्लेयर रेगुलेशंस। आई थिंक साहिल ने बहुत अच्छी तरह से इसे डिस्क्राइब किया है। वी हैव अ क्वेश्चन साहिल फॉर यू Yeah, Scannon is asking, transfer fee is the valid. Is this valid in the Hardik Cameron deal?
Yes, so transfer fees is the amount. So transfer fees is, the amount which the player was getting from the old franchise. So that was the league fees. So the negotiated increase is something which we'll never know, or we'll try to know, but it's something which is not known at this stage. It is something
Yeah.
undisclosed at the moment. So that transfer fees, I think he's talking about the negotiated increase, the increase from the league fee which is happening right now. So that is not known at this stage. And वो कैमरन ग्रीन के केस में भी हो सकता है बॉस, यू नेवर नो, बिकॉज आरसीबी वांटेड कैमरन ग्रीन बैडली. किसको मालूम कि उन्होंने ऑफर दे दिया हो 25 करोड़ में हमें ग्रीन चाहिए, तो 8.5 करोड़ का 4 करोड़ ग्रीन लेगा, 4 करोड़ एमआई लेगा. अगेन एवरीवन इज हैप्पी.
Hmm. हाँ, सो इट्स अ विन विन सिचुएशन. अभी श्रेणी भी वही बात करके गए. चलिए जेमी, आप मुझे बताइए, तीन चीजें यहाँ पर सबसे मेन हुई हैं. हार्दिक पांड्या मूविंग बैक टू मुंबई इंडियंस, his team where his whole journey started back in 2015. Shubman Gill getting promoted as a captain, and Cameron Green going to RCB. How do you see these three developments ahead of IPL 2024, and how big are these developments, or can say how big are these deals with respect to IPL?
Okay, I mean, look, Sahil very aptly just summed it up. People watching this show need to understand, okay, this is a business. Okay, IPL, yes, it is a feeder system. What is the IPL? IPL is a private club tournament, right? I'm not going to be so naive. I'm not going to be so blasé as say कि loyalty नहीं है. Loyalty है, but the loyalty is to the paycheck, right? Uh, Mumbai Indians are the Suraj Barjatia of cricket. They do take care, right? But they also let someone go. So that guy, he wanted a taste of something. He's got the taste. He's come back. Is his loyalty to Mumbai Indians? I would disagree and say no. His loyalty is to the franchise which has the money to get him back, right? Hardik Pandya said, Mumbai Indians, मेरे को आना है. अरे आओ ना. He didn't go to CSK. He didn't go anywhere. Don't be confused. Loyalty is not to, and again, Shinu was here, he'd probably correct me. I don't have any inside dope. I'm saying his loyalty is not to Mumbai Indians. It happens to be there because that's where it came from. His money is to the bottom dollar. Bottom dollar कहाँ से आएगा? वो Mumbai Indians से आएगा. Not just because they have the best scouting and the most trophies, paisa, and also they make you feel the most comfortable. So I totally get. Is it actually a win-win-win? My commiserations to Cameron Green, one of the finest young players, for going to one of the worst franchises in the IPL. Is it a win-win? Financially, I think he'll recover his 17.8, but he's going to a franchise which could drop him less than a year from now, right? So he's smiling here, but is it actually hand on? Is it a win-win for him? He's gone to a franchise which traditionally doesn't know how to retain players, doesn't know how to get the best. So this could be professional or IPL suicide for Cameron Green. So I'm not going to say this is win-win. He's getting his money, but this is a team which has had better players than Cameron Green, but just has not known what to do with them. So he could end up being where he started off. I mean, I would have loved to see him play 5 years because I think Cameron Green would have benefited. Australian cricket would have benefited because Mumbai Indians, for undersaid reasons, know how to get the best out of them. RCB are not going to have a clue. I can predict this saying here, ये इसका कीमा कर देंगे इस बेचारे player का. माफी चाहूंगा for all the RCB fans here. There's a reason 16 years they have not won something. It just highlights it. But that's a show for a different day. The third thing was Shubman Gill. Again, I think for the bigger picture, I believe Shubman Gill will lead India in some years. I think it's very important how Shubman Gill takes his first steps towards becoming India's future captain by leading a very high profile, very successful, albeit very young franchise. Let's see. I would much rather he starts becoming a captain while leading a team in the IPL. ताकि अगर वो like Sachin, like many players, if that crown doesn't sit well on his head, at least we've not lost him playing for India in this time. So I think it's three very different, joined by transfer fees, joined by money, joined by loyalty, but three different players of different skills at very different. Hardik Pandya is that player. Impulsively, he sticks out 1 foot to stop the ball, and he misses most of the World Cup. What if he does it again? You cannot teach these guys to stop doing it. It's very instinctive. अगर मुंबई के लिए bowling करते हुए हाथ लग गया and he's gone, then all this 15 crores plus transfer fees, he'll still get the money. Will the team benefit? I will have to be the cynic here and say no. I believe Cameron Green is the future, but I believe he's got the raw deal in this in terms of career growth. He seems to be a confidence player. He looked very glum when he was benched for most of the World Cup. I foresee him being in a similarly glum situation. Again, really sorry to all the RCB fans here. Shubman Gill is the one who actually long term probably stands to gain the most as a cricketer. Not financially. That is Hardik Pandya. Win, win, win all the way home. And the little piggies will follow you to the bank. कैमरन ग्रीन jury still out. शुभमन गिल अगर यहाँ पे उस लेवल की बैटिंग मेंटेन कर पाए, टीम को नॉकआउट्स तक लेके गए, खुद रन बनाते रहे, फॉर हार्दिक पांड्या द फ्यूचर इंडियन शुभमन गिल द फ्यूचर इंडियन कैप्टन, I think this could be a massive year for him. That's my very, very basic take on these three things.